What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sivaady Unleashed, and let's just dive right into this unbelievable video. This video here, these are all Democrats, right? And they all served in some shape or form in the military, even the CIA. Look at what they're calling for the military to do, and they think that they're slick. This needs to get completely exposed right now. This is insane.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris DeLuzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow.
I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
and the intelligence community
who take risks each day
to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
and intelligence community professionals
against American citizens.
like us. You all swore an oath
To protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
But from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law.
Or our Constitution.
We know this is hard.
And that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
In the Army,
Our Navy,
The Air Force.
Your vigilance is critical.
and know that we have your back.
because now, more than ever,
The American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws.
our Constitution,
And who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
don't give up.
don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
So I got a quick question. You saw Mark Kelly there, who's a complete clown, and this Jason Crow dude. He was on Fox News, and they were asking him, what do you mean by these illegal orders? What is this call of this uprising? Can you clarify it? And he refused to answer the question. So who are you guys referring this to? You guys are telling the military to rise up against illegal orders. Are you talking about these drug boats that are getting annihilated out the ocean? With these terrorist traffickers that want to bring over drugs to poison the American citizens? Or are you talking about the National Guard that had to be deployed to cities to protect ICE and DHS when they're being shot at, and fireworks and rocks and bottles and everything is being thrown at them, and they're being targeted, and they actually have bounties on their heads? So who are you talking to? Is this not, I'm not blowing anything out of proportion, is this not like a form of treason right here? Or is this insurrection light? If you look at it, they are telling them to rise up against the commander-in-chief. So you notice in the beginning of the video, after they gave themselves their introductions, they're saying that the threat's not abroad, the threat's actually within the country. And basically telling them that they don't need to listen to the commander-in-chief. That's what they're calling to. So how is that not a form of treason? These are actual members of Congress. You have a senator in there. What's really going on? How is this allowed to take place? And you see, if they're talking about the National Guard and they're talking about these terrorist boats that are getting annihilated, once again, they will move heaven and earth to protect the illegal aliens of this country. That's why there's 78 million lawsuits every single time Trump makes a move. You see what's happening. They have the apps where they're tracking people. You don't have show me one Democrat besides John Fetterman. And you know what I'm saying? Show me one that has called out with the attacks that are happening on ICE and DHS to have them stop. Not one. This is their voting bloc. This is their future power. This is how they can stay in power forever. They're going to do any and everything to protect it. That's why you even have Mondani in New York talking about, as soon as I'm in, all of this stuff stops. All of our immigrants, see, they like to use that term instead of saying illegal immigrants, because that's correctly what it is. Nobody's going after immigrants. If you're here legally, that's great. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you you are here illegally, that is the problem. That's when you broke the law. And Mandani is already sitting out there talking about they're getting the same protection as citizens of New York. He said he looks at everybody under the same umbrella. They are trying to protect these people. And now you have actual members of Congress in the government calling on the military to rise up against the actual threat within the country. So you see how they're going with this. Before it was Trump's a dictator, head off Hitler, we gotta stop him at all costs, and yada yada. Now you actually have sitting members of Congress calling on the military to rise up. But they're being very vague about the details. That's telling you everything you need to. Something has to be done about all of these people right here. And this is our problem. We have weak leadership that doesn't do what needs to be done. Same thing where they should have censored that Stacey Plaskett chick. We were talking about her yesterday. Same thing with Ilhan Omar. All of these people, when given the chance, when the Republicans can start taking these people down, because that's what needs to happen. They don't love our country. They want to hurt the country. All of these people that are doing these videos, the Ilhan Omar, the Plaskett, all of these people, they don't like America. The Brandon Johnson, the J.B. Pritzkers, I could just go on and on. The Mandanis, they don't love America. They want to tear down what America represents. That's exactly what they're all about. But when it goes to this kind of level, something needs to be done about this, because if you let this slide, it's only going to get even worse than what you're hearing. And it doesn't work like that. The military was doing all kinds of stuff I feel they shouldn't be doing with Joe Biden. You saw what happened in Kabul, those fantastic soldiers, the 13 lives that we lost, and the other countless ones that got all blown up, lost an arm, lost a leg, plus all the Afghans that got blown up during all that. I believe that was complete incompetence. He basically sent them out there to be slaughtered in the way that they did it. But they're not supposed to uprise and go against Joe Biden, even though he's a fraudulent commander-in-chief. Nobody was calling for that. Now you actually have these right here, these Democrats saying that the real threat is the commander-in-chief. That's what we're getting at. Let's not sugarcoat it. That's exactly what they're doing. And something needs to be done about this ASAP. Now, the way that ICE is being targeted and all that, it is time to really have some kind of surefire way where this gets nipped in the bud before it gets really stupid. So let me know what you guys think. These aren't some commentators or YouTubers. These are sitting members of Congress and the Senate, people, former CIA, military, all of that calling for this blatantly on video, telling them that they need to do the right thing. The Americans' trust is going lower and lower in the military, basically trying to say that they're not doing the right thing by following the commander-in-chief. That last time I checked, that sounds like just a treason light, like his Bud Light is treason light or insurrection. What's really going on here? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, I will catch you guys on the next one.